So now I'm going to show you the triple straight stitch from the Bernina sewing machine workbook on the 5 series. Now a triple stitch is excellent for garments that may get a lot of wear and tear and stress on a seam. Think of jeans. They need to be sewn in a manner that will give them life and functionality. So in order to stitch the triple straight stitch, I've attached my 1C foot to this 5 series Bernina, and I'm going to select the triple stitch, which is number 6. As you can see, my stitch length change, obviously there is no width to a triple stitch. So I'm going to line up my fabric on the 5/8 foot down, and I'm going to sew this seam. Now I would have right sides together, and I'm looking here to keep my fabric there. I'm not looking at the needle. Now we have a very, very sturdy seam now. This is great for pants or anything that's going to receive a lot of wear and tear or stress on that seam. And what I'm going to do is add a top stitch to each side. You can see where my seam allowances are. I'm going to do a top stitch here to really reinforce this seam. And I'm going to use the 10C, and this is called the edge stitch foot. Put that on. Tell my machine I'm on the edge stitch, number 10. So I've selected the 10C. So I want to move my needle to the far right. And I'm just using the needle position. And I'm at as far as I can go. So here you'll see that the bar on the edge stitch foot is in the middle where my seam is, and it's going to follow where I stitched. I use this as my guide. It's going to go right down the middle. Let's go ahead. It's my secure stitch. Now I'm still doing the triple stitch, and I'm watching this bar right here so that it stays right in the middle of my seam. If you were making a bag, think of making the straps on a bag, this is what you want to do to reinforce it. I'm at the end. Cut my threads, and you can see beautiful triple stitch. Here's my seam that I originally stitched with the triple stitch. Here is my top stitching. So let's go ahead and do the other side. The key is getting this bar right in the middle of my seam. So let's go ahead. we go. We have a very well reinforced seam. And like I said, on bags, handles, the straps, you may want this type of stitching to provide longevity to your straps on your bag. They take a lot of abuse.